Oh, hey guys, welcome to Metroprime. Thought I'd share an unboxing of this Earthrise Optimus Prime that I actually bought during the holidays, and I actually originally shot this video around then. I just never got a chance to upload it to one of my other YouTube channels, and I thought I'd go ahead and actually make a channel dedicated to, well, mainly Optimus Prime and my Prime collection that is slowly getting bigger, but probably actually going to focus on Transformers and maybe even some like the GI Joe line and just stuff like that I used to collect always, like from the '80s, and just toys in general. So pretty big collector of multiple toy lines, to be honest, and Transformers was always like one of the main, I guess, collectible toys that I always enjoyed collecting. But yeah, wanted to pick this one up. Never really had, since the original Optimus Prime, never really had anything with a trailer. So I thought this set was really cool, and I kind of had to have it. Quite pleased with the new line that's just coming out. The Kingdom War for Cybertron, the Kingdom series. I did actually see, I guess, a repackaged version of this particular figure currently on the shelves at the time of this particular video. So my understanding is basically it's exactly the same, maybe with some slight differences in plastic. But anyways, just kind of going back through this, just kind of removing all the wonderful straps and various I guess pieces of plastic that hold this thing in place here. But got everything. Once you got everything out, this trailer itself was I found it kind of small comparison to the actual, like, the figure. I don't know. It just, to me, it just seems kind of tiny. Like it should be like a little bigger. But it's pretty cool trailer in general. I mean, in comparison, actually, I have Hot Wheels trailers that are not really that much smaller than this thing, at least in terms of length. But the detail on it is pretty neat. It's got like I guess this back half is supposed to be kind of some kind of like a shield piece, and kind of wish they made it a little bit more like the original in a way. But I mean, it does look like it from the outside, so it's pretty neat. It's got I guess a little, I don't know, stand here, so you can put it on display. And but the best thing here about this whole thing is actually just checking out the figure itself. Sometimes I actually don't really transform my figures that much out of the package. I mean, so I'm not going to be doing that in the video here. So I actually just kind of like taking them out and just putting them on display as as is, and see what kind of posability. So it's got really good quality overall. I've actually been enjoying having this figure in my collection for several weeks now, and I really like how the hands are posable. He's got so much articulation, and he's very I don't know, he's definitely like very posable for an action figure of this cost. The one thing I wish the gun was actually a little bit more, I don't know, I guess I'm hunting for something that's a little bit more like a G1 type of Optimus Prime, and I kind of wish that they colored it actually a little bit more like the Netflix version. The gun itself, I didn't really like the little gray piece of plastic that's sticking out on the side. But the rest of the figure, yeah, he's like totally posable. You can come out with some of his iconic I guess images based on certain looks of the figure and how he was in the show. Plus a lot of the collectible card game Transformers, the collectible card game artwork, is actually really, really good for a lot of different like poses of Optimus Prime. So yeah, I had some trouble trying to open his chest for some reason. I didn't really quite understand exactly. I didn't want to mess with anything. I always have a habit of accidentally like busting something. So I was trying to be very, very careful. I knew that the chest piece could open, and once I kind of figured out how to do it, yeah, the matrix is, right in his chest, which is a really cool feature. I'm gonna try to get one of the knockoff Optimus Primes. I'm gonna get the probably the transform element, I think it's called, where you can have has the matrix, like it's a masterpiece version of Optimus Prime, and I think I like how they made the chest in that particular figure. But yeah, it's I feel like it's pretty cool. The gun itself, yeah, you can actually fold it up. But again, yeah, I kind of wish that you can. Yeah, it doesn't really go in his chest, but it definitely mounts on the back here, and you can kind of make it look like he's flung the gun over his shoulder or stored it in the back. For some reason, just out of sight. So for a comparison, I thought I'd bring in my my other War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. I guess like more like the Cybertron version of him, and I think it was pretty cool. I wish they put they did the same with the chest here. I mean, it didn't make sense that his windows can open, but like his chest can open, but you can't. There's no matrix inside there, so I thought that was just a little strange for that figure. But it's definitely, I mean, in comparison, they look so close to each other. Hasbro did a really good job of just kind of making these things. I mean, it is kind of strange that they kind of made them sort of back to back in terms of a release, but as a Prime collector, hey, you know what? Another Optimus Prime is another Optimus Prime. So, I definitely don't mind. He's such an iconic character. He's probably one of my, I don't know, if you have like a animated superhero or any kind of like fantasy type of superhero. I mean, yeah, Optimus Prime is a great hero. That's for sure. I always felt that he was. Yeah, so I mean, in comparison, yeah, here's the Cybertron type of gun with Earthrise. It doesn't really quite match up. Actually, it doesn't even stay in place at all here, so it's sort of just falling out. But anyways, yeah, this is just one of the first videos for the channel. Hopefully, you guys, I realize that some of this is a little outdated at this point, but that's okay. I'm going to be trying to add some more new figures to the collection and shoot some new content. So if you're not a subscriber yet, maybe you want to subscribe and keep an eye on the channel. That would be fantastic. And hopefully everyone's doing well. And yeah, please like the video if you like it. Comment down below if you actually have these figures and what you hope that Hasbro will come out with in the future for these particular product lines. Thanks a lot.